What's up? What's going on, everybody? I'm late as shit this morning, but we here. We here. Hope everybody's doing well this morning, man. Had a little technical difficulties this morning, so I hope everything stays intact today. Sorry about me being late, but yo, TGIF, yo, how is everybody, man? I hope everybody's doing good. We're up, we're at it, we're doing our thing this morning, man. Sorry about that, man. I was trying to get everything up and running this morning, and I had some problems, but we are here. So, TGIF, what's going on? Who's I know not a lot of people are up in here because I'm late, but we'll take it. What's up, Selmo? What's up? Good morning, dog. Good morning. Good morning. Heat. Good morning. How are you, man? How are you? We're gonna get into this market. Heat, rise and grind, baby. We up, man. We up. Oh, yeah, I'm late, man. I'm late as hell. But I had some technical difficulties, man, but we'll do it. We're going to get into it, Heat. There's my man, Elmo. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. How are you, brother? How are you doing? But yeah, so what a market, y'all. What a market. We are up. We're down. We're all over the place. The Junior, good morning. I hope your new job's going well, dog. I hope you're doing well. I don't even have my headphones in, man. They broke on me this morning. Everything is going just absolutely nuts, man. So I hope you guys can hear me, man. I hope you guys are good. Sometimes without my headphones, we have some problems on StreamYard, but we are here, baby. We are here. What we got going on? Junior, everybody saying hi to everybody. Yo, man, smash the like button. No, I know I'm late, but at least hit the like button. Let's go. Let's go. TGIF, baby. TGIF. So let's look at these markets, man. I didn't give you guys an intro song or nothing, man. In other words, you're a mess. I am a mess, man. I'm a mess this morning, but it's good. The Asian markets, man, they didn't trade well yesterday. European markets, where are we at? Where is Ken? They're doing decent right now. They're doing not too bad right now. Grab your coffee, y'all. The United States markets looking absolutely good this morning. They are looking good this morning. Our pre-markets over here are looking good. Trump's Fed chair, we're going through this Fed chair thing. Trump's going to pick the new Fed chair. This is going to drive the markets a little bit. So, it's going to be all right with that. We'll see what happens, but we got to worry about what's going on right now. A lot of good progress, macro though. We got some hostages possibly getting released, all this stuff. So a lot of good stuff going on over there. Markets look good, man. Gold is absolutely on fire, which tells you guys a lot, right? Gold and silver are absolutely on fire right now. Should tell you guys a lot. A lot of people are running for safety. A lot of people are running the gold, all-time highs. Silver's taking off. And a lot of people are kind of stocking their money away. Bitcoin we'll see some of this money start to flow into the safety here in a little bit. But yeah, so definitely people are starting to feel the effects of starting to see what's coming, and starting to run to safety a little bit. Jobs reports look absolutely just crazy bad. So we'll see what's going to happen moving forward. Big Fed chair decision coming up at the end of October here, and we'll see how he plays this thing without having all of the data that Powell depends on. So we'll see what happens at the end of October. That's going to be a big deal. That is the only real bullish bull run going on. Yeah, it is. It's a big bull run right now in gold, and silver right now. So it's that gold hit new all-time high. Silver's on its way up to all-time high. So man, a lot going on right now. over there. So we'll see. But I think Bitcoin's going to see some residual effects to that. I think you start to see the inflows and outflows in Bitcoin be pretty big lately. So I think we'll see a little bit of that. Excuse me. We got the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index over here at 54. Look at altcoin season just take a big pullback right here from 47 out of 100. It's at 47 out of 100 right now. It was at like 63 out of 100, something like that. So definitely altcoin season has taken a huge pullback, right? The cryptocurrency market cap sitting at $4.14 trillion right now. Oh boy, we were on our way, Selmo. We were on our way to 4.5, man. What happened, baby? What happened over here? And we took a pullback. You guys can see it. We took a nasty pullback over here, as it's represented here in the altcoin season as well. You see a lot of money coming out of this market, man. It 4.4 point, but I'm not worried. $4.14 trillion in the market right now is a whole lot better than where we were when we were just fighting to get to 4 trillion. So it's not terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible either. You look at the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF inflows and outflows. You had a positive $179 million yesterday. So definitely the inflows were at least to the positive side. Most of that came into Bitcoin. Bitcoin getting to 135K. Then we'll have a boomer. I agree. Bitcoin's going to run up there. It's going to get to 135, 140. We're talking about maybe 100.5 at one point. We'll see. And then we will have that. I think we still will have that altcoin season. We'll still have that massive altcoin season. It's coming. Oh boy, but are we ever delayed? It definitely has been pushed back a little bit. I think we're definitely going to run into Q1 of 2026. It's just we just keep chopping sideways or down, sideways or down, one or the other. I mean, we've had many altcoin runs within this Bitcoin cycle, but it's just been many altcoin pumps. No real massive altcoin push up. So, here we, it's getting to the point of trying to call it. It's like, is it Q4? Is it Q1? Is it Q2 of 26? Like, it's coming. It's just a matter of when it's coming, right? We got Bitcoin dominance sitting at 58.5% right now. And here's the big one: the Ethereum dominance dropped below 13%, sitting at 12.7%. This was sitting at over 13% just the other day. Dropped. It's sitting at 12.7%. That's a nice size pullback for the Ethereum dominance, and we gotta have this Ethereum dominance start to take off, and this Bitcoin dominance start to come down in order for us to have that massive altcoin rally that everybody's looking for. And it's just the Bitcoin just continues to kind of dominate this market. This is definitely a Bitcoin market, and everybody else is just following along. But here's the you got perp sitting out there, the longs and shorts sitting at $1.16 trillion right now, sitting out there to be liquidated, and that's a lot. So that the lizard people are going to come out. They're going to start sucking up that liquidity. They're going to start wrecking people here up and down the charts. So like I said, it's the weekend, so expect that to happen. Expect that to happen quite quickly. This is definitely a trader's market right now. I can tell you that right now. This is definitely a trader's market. When you look at the amount of people playing with leverage right now, rather than actually owning crypto, it's definitely a different type of cycle. And most of the people are playing with leverage rather than actually holding crypto. And this is why you see the actual the perps, the longs and shorts really start to tick up over that $1 trillion mark. And with these new dexes coming out, like Aster and Hydro Liquid and Athena. I think it's called Athena, and then you got Trouble, and then GTX. You're going to start to see more and more people start to play with leverage, and less people actually hold cryptocurrency long term. So when we start to see this, you got to start questioning where the market's headed. The next black swan. What's the next black swan? Selmo. What's the next black swan? The way it's looking. Martial law. You think it's gonna be martial law? I don't know, man. I think we're in a tough spot right now, someone. I think the United States is in a tough spot right now. And they're gonna have to figure a lot of stuff out. And try to figure out which direction they're headed. But got a lot of stuff going against us right now. And they got to figure it out. It's definitely not roses and sunshine over here in the United States. I can tell you that. James, good morning. Yeah. So most definitely not roses and sunshine over here in the United States, economy wise, or social wise. It's definitely we definitely got issues, man. On both sides, not one side or the other. On both sides, it's definitely affecting the economy. And inflation's affecting the economy. Social economically, it's affecting the economy. Interest rates are affecting the economy. Jobs are affecting the economy. People are getting ready to lose their jobs left and right. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff going on. So these volatile markets, I wouldn't expect anything less right now until we can get it back up and moving. Wishing everybody the best. Stay strong. Oh, we're good, James. We're good, man. We're good, brother. Wishing you the best as well. So coming over here, looking at the crypto bubbles, man, on the daily. Yeah, they're green on the daily for the most part. Not too bad. Not great. Not anything to write home about, but it's not disaster. Bitcoin sitting at 121,477. Ethereum sitting at 4,300 right now. BNB sitting at 1,264. Yo, BNB is the star right now, baby. BNB is absolutely the star, man. They are smoking cats, man. Up these charts. XRP sitting at $2.81. Solana sitting at 220. Solana's trying to hold on to 220. It had a hard time yesterday holding on to 220. We'll see if today they can they can hang on to this 220, 225 level. Yesterday was a struggle for them. And then we got Tron sitting over here at 33 cents. Tron is holding up pretty well in this market. Cardano sitting at 81 cents, not doing too bad. Cardano, like, I don't know. We'll see. Like, we'll see what happens with Cardano. I hold Cardano. I think Cardano will do well, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. PPL. Let's see, I lost my spot here. People are getting into Xcellular. Xcellular is coming back. I seen this chart the other day. And I see it's FOMO. I mean, Yeah, it could be the FOMO. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with it, but I see people are starting. I seen the chart itself was starting to come back the other day. I don't know. I'm still out, especially after that dump. Especially after that dump down all the way back down to launch price. That was a pretty big dump. That was a pretty big. That's a lot of supply coming into the. That's a lot of supply coming back into the spot, and I wasn't even sharing my screen, and that's a lot of supply coming back into the project, and somebody that had a massive amount of supply put that back in there, and that's scary in itself. He says, "Fuck Tron." I don't know. I kind of like Tron. That's good. I think Tron's gonna be all right. But X Cellular, I'm not in there, man. I'm just not in there. I just that dump's not healthy. It's not a healthy dump, and it's not a good look long term. It's just that's not normal. A 20% pullback, a 30% pullback, even a 50% pullback in a project at launch, you would expect after a run up that high, but going almost all the way back down launch price, that's not normal. Scott is good morning, my brother. They cheating the project. Yeah, I think they're gonna trade it. I think they're just in it for one last pump, and then they're gonna they'll dump it. They'll dump it again. If they dumped it that first time, they'll dump it again. Timski, what's going on, brother? What's going on, my man? How are you? How are you doing? The graphics for XL are just just remind me much oh man, yeah, you can say that. They kind of do remind you of that project. The graphics kind of do remind you of that project. But man, Timski's in the building. What's up? But yeah, I don't know. I'm out. If I miss a runner up to another 10x, another 100x, or something like that, I'm cool with it. I'm out. I mean, to each his own, though. I mean, if you want to ride it up and you want to see what you can get out of it, then cool. Like there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I wouldn't be round. A lot of people round trip that bag too. Like, they got in, they bought it either at pre-sale or at launch. They rolled that thing all the way down. I just hope that they don't make the same mistake again, and they don't ride it all the way back up and then back down without taking profits. And that they actually take profits on the way up. People need to take profits. Take your profits, man. Saw some crow predictions for over $2. Yeah, I mean, I think crow can at least hit $1.20, $1.25. If we can get to this bull market. Be based. How are you? Good morning. If we can get to this bull market, I think crow can make a run. Crow can make a run to $1.25. So once you get to $1.20, and you can get one more push up, then you'll be fine. Yo, what happened to my Eagles, man? They look like trash last night. Trash. That's what happened. They look like absolute trash, man. They got to get it fixed. So the daily looks good. The hourly looks like it's filling in on green too, man. So we may end up having a halfway decent at least Friday morning in the market. But one of the things that I've been really paying attention to and really watching in this crypto market, people probably should pay a little bit more attention to than what they do, is that a lot of the value in crypto is sitting here on. There's more people playing around with leverage in crypto right now than there ever has been. So what does that look like? If a lot of the volume that's coming into crypto is coming in through the leveraging platforms, and we're starting to get more decentralized DEXs out there, which means more people will start to play around with leverage. What does that look like for a bull run? What does that look, because you're getting less and less people holding these cryptos on spot and more playing with them on leverage. That's going to have an effect on the cryptocurrency market. It's going to have an effect on the run. It's going to have an effect on the market. It's going to have an effect on the market caps, all that stuff. So as I personally love the decentralized perp dexes like Hydro Liquid and Aster that are out right now. But yeah, I'm kind of more, I can trade longs and shorts, right? I don't want to say I'm an expert, but I can do it, and I do it almost every day. So it doesn't really affect me. But what about a lot of people that are here and haven't learned or have that HODL strategy where they buy, hold, and buy and hold and buy and hold? As that gets less and less, what does that look like for you in the bull market? And how does that affect the bull market, right? It's going to have an effect. Chrono sitting at 19 cents right now. Timsky 19.2. 19 cents, 19.25 right now. Looks like it's trying to get back up to 20 cents. I think Crow can make a run here. They're coming out again. Crow is coming out with stocks and everything else to trade over there on crypto.com. How will that affect the Crow token? It should affect it in a positive way, right? The Kronos blockchain itself that the token is actually connected to is doing crap volume right now. But because they have the centralized exchange that's getting ready to roll out a bunch of this other upgrades and stuff, it should allow the Crow token to do well, to do okay. I want to see it back at 15 cents. I think you and a lot of other people want to see it back at 15 cents, Timsky. But again, the volume on chain is no good. If you go to the use case of the blockchain and the volume, it's suspect at best. So that's one of the issues. But then you get down here to World Liberty Fi and Kronos are connected. They're connected. They hold a lot of the Kronos holds a lot of World Liberty Fi's liquidity over there. They're going to be launching some stuff with World Liberty Fi. So again, what does that look like? What does that look like, and what does that mean? So that's one of the deals right there. So we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of stuff that's up in the air right now, including the whole bull run scenario, depending on what happens, right? You got Pepe struggling over here at 5093. Definitely, that's a struggle right now. Ando definitely on the struggle buggy bus, sitting at 88 cents. Took a nasty pullback with the rest of the market. Ando's definitely on the struggle buggy bus. There's just no doubt about it. They've suppressed Ando so much that, man, that thing, we got to roll. That thing's got to get moving. Aster sitting here. Where is Aster? No, that's Arbitron sitting here at 42 cents. Not too bad. Watch out for Arbitron. Watch out for Arbitron. I keep telling you, when Robinhood releases their 24-hour trading on chain, they're using Arbitron. And watch out for Arbitron, because if they can get that 24-hour volume ticked up on chain over there, Arbitron can explode. It can go quick. if they get their 24-hour volume up, if they get it running, if they roll it out, there's a lot of, that's what I keep saying, there's a lot of ifs that are in this market right now. Caspa, man, Caspa is just absolutely just took a crap dive. Remember, that was the star token, that was the star blockchain. That one was going to change the space. It was going to do all this, it was going to do all that. Yo, that thing's sitting at 7 cents right now. They're stalling with the clarity. They need the Clarity Act. So I think a lot of projects are stalling right now until the Clarity Act gets done, and nothing's going to get done as long as the government shut down. Nothing. You're not going to have the Clarity Act passed. You're not going to have anything passed until these guys get back to work. So until these guys get back to work, you're just kind of trading sideways here. I mean, you're going to get a big run on gold. You'll get a big run on silver. You'll probably get a run on Bitcoin. You'll probably get a run on Ethereum. You'll probably get a run on Solana. But you're not going to get a run on these altcoins until that Clarity Act pass. These guys get back to work. There's a new budget resolution, and we start getting some rate cuts. And they actually have to, believe it or not, I'm going to say this, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it's just economically true, is they have to print money to stimulate the economy. Because people are just so, they're just so beat down right now. SPX sitting at $1.48, not too bad. Definitely way down from yesterday, but not too bad right now. But they have to stimulate the economy. I'm the type of person that's completely against printing money. I don't think that we need to print any more money. I think that that's how we got here in this situation, by printing money. With the 19 that came, we went through the 19 and all that stuff. We printed way too much money. And it put us here. Decades of mismanagement has put us here. So for me to sit here and say that we need to print money, the economy must be in some pretty rough shape. And I'm saying to you that we're at that point here in the United States where they probably need to do a stimmy. They probably need to do a stimmy to really get the economy moving again, because they're hurting. They're hurting right now. The stock market is being propped up by a lot of the bigger names, and it's just a recycling of money. So, yeah. And that's what pumped up the last bull run. People forget the last bull run was all based, I don't want to say all based, but 99% of it was based around the stimulus checks that people had. And they just had extra money to throw into the market. And they don't have that right now. We could dump after the NASDAQ opens. We could. I mean, it looks good today, though. I mean, in the pre-markets, it looks good. But we'll see. There definitely could be a dump today when the market opens. I mean, but it actually looks decent in pre-markets. And the European markets are trading halfway decent as well. I mean, oh, shit, no. They went all the red now. Ooh, boy, when we first looked at this, they were trading good. European markets went straight to crap. What the hell happened over there? But yeah, so we could be in for a dump. Yeah, I started to see the European markets come down, and they're kind of usually you can kind of get a gauge where we're going to open based on the European markets. They look nasty right now compared to where they just did, where they looked just even 15, 20 minutes ago. Oh, they look that looks nasty. Ooh, okay. Well, that changes a little bit of things. We may be going down a little bit today. We'll see. We'll see if we can if they can turn this around. Yeah, boy, that doesn't look good. I didn't coming back to look at that after we looked at it in the morning. Was that's a little rough. That's a little rough. But like we were saying, like when you look at it, a lot of people just don't have a lot of money to be thrown in these markets. You know, to be honest with you, they don't, and that's what keeps kicking us back too. So you have to get to some sort of stimulation, and it actually hurts me to say that, but that's kind of where we got to go. It sucks, but because it's going to put us more in debt, and I hate that. I hate the debt, right? And but this has been decades of mismanagement. This isn't a one person problem or a two-person problem. Decades of mismanagement, decades of just not caring about the taxpayers' money. Where's X Cellular at? Someone we talked about it this morning, sitting at $19.1 million right now, sitting at 2 cents, 19.1 million. Yeah, so people are making a nice little come up here based off of this. This pullback was just absolutely horrendous. This was absolutely just ridiculousness. So, but they don't look too bad. Hyper swap over there on Solana, 644 K right now. Not doing. It's hanging on. It's hanging on. Expect some downward pressure in that today. Shield 1.6 mil. Again, everything looks like it's just hanging. It's just nothing's really going too far up. Nothing's really going too far down. Just looks like it's hanging out. And could be getting ready. This COAI has been on an absolute tear the last 2 days. I don't know if anybody's in that, if anybody caught that run up, but it's been on an absolute tear the past 2 days. Even when the market was terrible yesterday, that seemed to do okay. So good for anybody who got in there. Proud of you guys if you got in there. Bitcoin though. So let's pull the charts over here. Let's see where Sui, not too bad. $3.46. A little bit better than where we were yesterday. We are on the hourly chart, so it's going to kind of give us a good gauge of where we are. A nice little kind of could be a V breaking out there, but definitely Sui's not doing too bad right now. Look like it's definitely on green on the last couple hours. XLM's just chopping sideways. It's just chopping, chop. There's really nothing going on with XRP. I'm sorry, right now, just chopping. There is just not a lot going on over there at all. We've got Chainlink over here, sitting at $22.39, doing well. Again, you see it. You roll this dip down late yesterday started to break out of that dip a little bit. Volume's still in the red though. Still, no, it's actually flipped green here this morning. So yeah, volume's starting to come up just a little bit, but I'd be very careful today in these markets. These markets, I will probably be very volatile today. I would be very, very careful. I'd be looking for opportunities to buy. I'd be looking for dip opportunities to buy. And if the market comes all the way down, I would definitely be looking for ways to get in. I don't think that this market's going to take off today. I'll tell you that. I don't think you're going to wake up and you're going to see this market and you're going to see a 20 or 30% gain in the market today. I don't think that that's going to happen for everybody. If anything, we may get a chop sideways over the course of the day, would probably be the best case scenario for this Friday, but I don't see a run. We looked at SPS 6900 sitting at 148. It just doesn't look like. I'm looking at the volume right here on these volume indicators. I mean, yeah, some of the volume is starting to flip green, but boy, there's just not a ton. There's not a ton of volume to really push these things up right now. I'm being, we're looking at the same charts, guys. You're looking at the volume indicators on an hour, and you start to flip through this list, and they're all in red. Most of them that we're flipping through are in red here. Even Ethereum. You look at Ethereum on the volume indicator right here. It's a negative 64. What that means is that there's 55.4 million buys on Ethereum, and there's 108.06 million sells, right? So the sells far outweigh the buys on Ethereum right now. That's not good right now. It means that there's not a lot of volume in this market to push the market to the upside, right? Avalanche, it looks like it has some green volume, actually has a negative 7%. So it's green to a point where it's not ready to flip red yet, but it's definitely starting to push to the negative side. But it's sitting at 28.18. Man, there's just the volume's a problem right now. Jasmine, we look at Jasmine, that's red. The volume's red over there. Ondo's got to be red with that price, yeah. Negative 47% of the volume is Bitcoin. Where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin's got a negative volume on it as well. Man, I really wish I could be bullish for you guys today, but oh boy, I'm having a hard time being bullish with this volume sitting here where it is. 121.6, 121,000. 121,006. We just chopped sideways all night long. All night long. We just chopped sideways. That's all we did. And now the volume's going down. So, oh boy. Well, let's see. Hopefully when the market opens up, we can get some money pumped into this bad boy. But yeah, Pepe's just struggling here too. None of the volumes indicators are green right now. There's no push-ups anywhere. I'm trying to find something. Penguin. I like Pudgy Penguin. I like Pudgy Penguin, man. You guys check this project out. Pudgy Penguin. I like that project. Aster. Boy, has Aster been on a struggle bus for a couple days now. Look at that. That's like sledding down a hill, baby, full of snow. Aster's on a straight struggle bus, man. What's up, chat? listening while driving. Man, we're in here. We in here, Heat. We in here. I'm waiting to the first 10 or 20 minutes of yeah. I mean, I usually don't buy until the stock exchange opens on it, anyways. I usually, unless there's something that's I look at and I go, oh damn, that's a hell of a price, and I think it's gonna turn around. I usually kind of wait till the stock exchange opens anyways, just to kind of see where the inflows and outflows are gonna go. But I'm used to waiting until 9:30 anyways. AVNT, man, again, struggling a little bit here. I kind of like this project a little bit. Leverage traded. I don't own it though. IMX. We talked a lot about IMX here. 69 cents. We talked a lot about it at 50 cents. This one's come down a lot since And just in the past 2 or 3 weeks, it's come down a lot. So what do we got for a total? What do we got for a total two here? 1.67 trillion right now in the market. Chopping. It's trying. Total two is trying. It is definitely trying. To put a green candle in on the hour. Bunch of sideways action all night long. All night long here. We'll see. We'll see if this thing can break. We can see it's got to make a break. It's got to make a break. Big Watch in the building. Big Watch. What's up? What's up? What's up? My dog. Yeah, I don't have a lot of just straight up positive. You know, we're going on a run, guys. Rah, 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 rah. It's a run, baby. And we're chopping. We're struggling right now. See. I want to keep checking this market. I want to see where the European market, if the European markets can dig itself out of this hole that it's got itself in right now, because it started out so well. Still green over here in the United States. European market almost is digging itself out. We'll see. We shall see. Might be a rough morning. We'll see. Where's the NASDAQ over here? We got any positiveness over here on the NASDAQ? And it's not updating right now because it's not going to give me the pre-market data right now. Well, the SPY looks like it wants to go a little bit today. What about the Dow? Where's that? Man, it came down a little bit yesterday. I don't know. I think we're in for a 50-50 morning. We're gonna see. We could move today. We could chop sideways today, get a little bit of a push up. I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm not expecting a big run today. I'm not expecting a big push in the market. Maybe we break out of the sideways action and we bust up a little bit, which I'll be ready to take advantage of on some of these. Be ready to put in some longs if the environment's correct. And you notice how I always say, like when I'm long and short, when I'm long and short in the market, the environment has to be correct. If the environment's correct, I may take advantage of some of that today. But I may, depending if the market pulls back, it makes a massive pullback or even a 10% correction. I may be looking to buy into DCA into certain projects a little bit, because I really do believe that we are going to go into a run here. At some point, we're going to go into a run, and I just want to be positioned correctly in order to take advantage of that run. I did shorten up my portfolio over the past couple of weeks. Got rid of some projects that I had, consolidated that money into some bigger project, into some other projects that I was keeping, to strengthen my position in them. So, you know, I always tell you guys, shorten your portfolio. Sometimes it's better to own more of something than it is to own a whole bunch of everything. That spray and pray method never really works, where you just spray your money all over the place and you hope one of them takes off, and it usually never works out well. But definitely take care of that. Take care of your portfolios. Make sure they're well balanced. I know, just trying to give you guys some advice today. Make sure they're well balanced, and you're in different sectors, because you don't know which ones are going to run. So then they may run at different times. You know, look at how long it took BNB to get to where it was, to where it is. Look at it, $1,271 right now. It's up to 1,300. At one point, tipping 1,400. Took it a while to get there. Yeah, he says he sprayed and prayed for years. That's usually a losing strategy, right? Spraying and praying, because you don't really have enough of anything to really make a difference, right? So the key is trying to pick good projects and trying to get as much of that as you possibly can for the run, right? But if you're just spraying all your money all over the place and hoping that one of them takes off, well, what do you really own? You don't really own enough. Uh, Raining in my wallet. Yeah. Oh man, it's raining, man. There ain't nothing. It's just all over the place, you know. So I expect, I don't, spraying and praying is just like, I don't know. You might as well just go out and spin a wheel and go, I'll buy this. Spin it again and go, I'll buy this. Like, you can't, you're not gonna make any money like that. You're not gonna own enough of a project to make any money. It sounds like a dude who has. Oh, dude, why you crazy, man? Oh, hey. Everybody read that comment. Everybody read that comment from Big Watch right there. Oh man. Volt is one of my largest bags. I know you love Volt, man. I hope it works out for you this bull run. I'll give you a little bit of advice. If it doesn't work out for you this bull run, it's probably time to walk away. It's probably time to walk away. Make it work this bull run, or you know, this it's probably time to walk. If it doesn't go, you know what I mean? It's they came in at the end of the last bull cycle. They built the whole bear, and now it's their time to shine. It's for that project. It's put up or shut up time. It's time to shine. Uh, you know, and it's got to be shining in the price action. Right? It's they got to move the price. Uh, price stock. Yeah, start a taco truck. Uh, Lots of OGs left. Yeah, you gotta. A lot of OGs are left. A lot of the OGs own a lot of supply too. You know what I mean? So when that price goes down, you gotta start looking around the room. You know, so start looking around the room. But yeah, I mean, you don't get a lot of bull cycles to make your project really have that nasty push up that you want. You know what I mean? I mean, look at us. We sit here and you can see Doge. It gets to a certain market cap. It doesn't have a push, right? And a lot of the other meme coins the same way. So you gotta play that one smart, man. And I hope you at least got your initials out of there on a couple of pumps, And if you got your initials on that out of there, man, clip that profit and ride it up, man. Clip that profit and ride it up. People who vote. But if you didn't get your initials out yet, that'd be my first move. People involved. We're stuck. Stuck by a smooth criminal. And Pablo. Yeah, it could be, man. Yeah, a lot of them made a lot of money off of Volt, but I hope you got your initials out heat and you're sitting on profit and you're clipping some profit out of there. The same because right here, like, I want you let's look at Exceller, right? This thing's starting to make a little bit of a comeback, right? But when you look at this, and it's Friday, we can be 100% honest, right? The people who dumped this chart right here, from this point right here all the way down to here, wasn't people that sitting in this chat. I can tell you that right now. It wasn't average people sitting in this chat right here. I keep trying to dance around it and say that that's a lot of supply coming into the market. That's a lot of tokens being sold to take that thing that far down. That's a lot of freaking tokens being sold. And the fact that you still have 2.27 million. Wait, no, I'm wrong right here. Holders, yeah, 2.29 K holders, let you know that this was a very, very select group of people who knocked that down that far. Now you're starting to see retail come back in and buy this thing back up a little bit, back up to 19. At a 2x, you're probably going to see this thing come back down. I'm telling you guys right now, pay attention. Take your profits. Take your profits. Put some money in there for me. Put some money in there. The liquidity was far too low for the market cap. I didn't think so, Scottish. I didn't think so. I don't think so. I didn't think that the liquidity was too low for a brand new launch project in the market cap. I didn't think so. Why is that? Is that the excuse that they're giving? Because that's not true. If you go back and you look at the liquidity to market cap ratio, when they launched, it wasn't that bad. It was roughly right. It's not too far off of where it is now. You're at 19.2 million, and the liquidity is at 907K. It was roughly about the same ratio as it sits right now. Literally, it was roughly about the same ratio as it is right now. So that excuse is no good. Literally, that liquidity to market cap ratio is almost exactly the same as it was when this happened. Someone says he's been building data centers since 2%. You just start building our system for the data centers. Oh, nice, Somo. Nice. Oh, you mean they're actually answering questions in the TG now? I'm not here. I don't want to shit on any project, but I'm just telling you guys, this is a prime example of why you need to take your profits on the way up. And I tell you, my strategy is 3x, 7x, 10x, 3, 7, 10. Take your initials at 3, a little bit of profit at 7. At 10, take 50% if you want. If you want to stay in the project, take the 50%. If you want to get out, there's your chance to go ahead and dump the rest of your bag. And if you would have did that on this project, boom, 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 you would have had a 10x. You would have 10 extra money. Yeah, because that went to like almost a 30x, if not a 30x. So you would have 10 extra money. You would have been just fine. But that whole market cap to liquidity ratio is bullshit, because their market cap to liquidity is about the exact same as it was then. It's not that far off. That wasn't a liquidity problem. That was a dump problem. All the supply coming. There's a lot of supply that got dumped on that chart. You don't bring a chart back down to launch price, almost launch price, based on liquidity. That's a bunch of bullshit. And you call it what you want, but that's what it is. But I'm just telling you guys, this is a prime example of why you take profits. I mean, you're not in it for the tech. You're in it for the X's. You're not a technician. We need COVID. we need the vid 2.0 stimulus. Man, we need it, but is it good for the country? That's the problem. We need it, but is it good for the country? I wish there would be a happy medium there somewhere, But all right, guys, we're up out of here for the day, man. Appreciate you guys. Happy Friday. Oh man, I'm sorry I was late this morning. I just was having some technical issues. Sorry I was late, but be careful out there today, guys. The markets are so 50-50 right now. We don't know which way they're going to go. Let's see how the stock market looks when it opens. Let's see what kind of inflows we get to these Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Let's see if gold can continue to make its run. Let's see if silver can continue to make its run. If they can, I do believe that cryptocurrency will be the beneficiary of that a little bit. If you guys really want to know where crypto's headed, watch the Russell. Watch the Russell. That usually lines up pretty well with altcoins and things like that. So if your small caps over there are moving on the stock market, usually you can that chart usually lines up pretty well with the total 2 and total 3. So, pay attention to that as well. But I think, it's just one of these 50-50 weekends where you're just going to have to keep 10 toes down. You're going to have to watch your bags. You're going to have to pay attention to the charts. You're going to have to make sure that you're invested in good, solid stuff. It's just where we are, right? Where we are currently as an investor, hodgepodge, right? Of people either in the stock market or in crypto. It's kind of where we are. But a couple of the key indicators for crypto I tell you guys to watch is watch the Russell, watch the total 2, and watch Bitcoin. Whatever, if them 3 start to move to the upside, you're going to have a pretty damn good day. If they start moving to the downside, you're probably going to struggle for the day, and you're probably going to want to start to do a little bit of risk management. So, all right, guys, with that, we're up out of here for the day. Be back at you guys on Monday. You guys have a phenomenal weekend. Go touch some grass. Go touch some ass. We're out of here. Peace.